Bonjour, bonjour, pardon, je suis désolée. Bonsoir, bonsoir, comment vas-tu? J'espère que tu vas bien. Je suis la Dieu. Bienvenue sur mon chaîne. I am Queen Kotalia, the Hoodoo Queen, and welcome to my channel for your Sunsets and Spirits for May 28th, your outlook for the day ahead. I hope everyone has had a great holiday weekend. I hope that everyone felt great and was safe and all of those great, wonderful things. So, we are here. I am not going to waste time because I do have a class to teach later on this evening. And I just want to just go ahead and get right in. But before I do, I just want to say um, I appreciate all of the support regarding and investments surrounding your community service. Um, I am super excited for you all to get your items, get your products. People have already been communicating, that they've seen the shifts and those things. And I was just expressing to actually, I think, two different clients about the spaces of, oh, thank you, Amanda. You're so kind. Um, so, but I wanted to just communicate something that's really important for people to understand when it comes to these services, and not just services, but working with spirits. Um, that it is when you're in hoodoo, it is you working with the spirits. You are working with the spirits. Spirits may or may not be assisting you depending on who and what they are. Okay? And for this reason, the spirits are going to react the moment you began your investment. So the moment you hit pay and those things, that is done. And things begin to shift, things begin to move. Listen, last Thursday, I felt that done. I said, whoop, yep, on brand. Hello, Jennifer. Hello. So that is just super important to know and to understand when it comes to spiritual working. I was just expressing to it, and this is why I also make it very clear. I don't do refunds. One, because I do the work. Two, because when you try to like do refunds and those kind of things, you're taking from the spirits. You're not taking from me. So your issue is going to be with Papa Simbi. Maybe it's going to be with the Thai snake, Oti Lusapon. It could be with Mama Sue. It could be with a variety of different spirits. And so it's important just to understand that when you are making those investments. And if you truly have faith in these things, be patient, be understanding, and there's that. And that's why I do, and I communicate that. Some people, they get in their feelings, go, oh my goodness, are you trying to threaten me? No, I'm just educating you that I will give you what you want, but just understand you're getting back more than what you desire. So just understand that. Um, and so just I'm always in a space of educating because I know that people don't understand, these things. And people are, oh my goodness, well, Queen did this. No, I didn't. You did. There's that. The next thing I want to say, thank you also very much for your patience and understanding with the website. The website should be fixed now. We've had some orders come through. My host went right on and did what needed to be done. And they communicated with us a couple of hours ago that um, things should be corrected. There were updates on the back end with things and so forth and so on. Spiritual banished a whole man right out of my life. Yep, that's how it goes. And that's why I tell people, like, you better be either you be specific or you better be okay with how these things go. I remember the last time one of the custom works that I had to do for this lady, she had me do a general banishing. It removed her husband. He was beating her, but she was a fool in love, but he had to go, and so he was gone. Her job was removed, and she opened a business. And within 2 months, with my assistance, she had an international body butter and cosmetic brand. Um, Same woman had been trying to get pregnant for 7 years, couldn't do it. Got it done in 2 weeks, you know, and a tornado blew right through, literally. Yes. Um, and so there's all kinds of things, but people are here and they're mentioning how things immediately begin to move. But I just want to say thank you guys again for the understanding with the whole website thing. Things should be better, and we're going to just we on a business front, we really need to do better with taking advantage of our systems and utilizing things, making sure, I mean, communication has gotten so much better, but there are still some other things that can also be done, and I do know that, and it's a process, little by little, so forth and so on. Okay, but we are here today, and we are in the season of airs. So air signs, where are you? Where are my air signs? Other banishings that I've done. I remember this one man, he told me, oh, he was so pissed at me. So pissed. He said, Queen, I want this woman. If she can't have me, she can't have nobody. I said, are you certain that's what you want? He said, yes, that's exactly what I want. I said, so if she can't have you, nobody? He said, nobody. I said, okay. I said, well, we're going to banish her and anybody that she isn't supposed to have. If it's not me, then she can't have nobody. He took the oil and put on her door handles at work and on her keyboard at work. Did this on a Wednesday. On a Monday, she was diagnosed with cancer. Didn't say I gave her cancer. You just got to understand. Banishments work, how they going to work. He reaches out to me, Queen, I can't believe this. I said that if she can't have nobody, if she can't have me, then she can't have nobody. If she can't have who she needs, and I know she needs me, then she can't have nobody. Well, no, you think she needs you, but she doesn't. But I asked you if you were certain. So, voila, this happens. Well, can you undo it? I can undo it. I don't know how that's going to look, but I can undo it. So I undid it. The cancer she had was early caught, and or it was something that could be removed. So she set up her appointment, all of those things. That was done. That was on the following Monday. The following week, she began dating a guy at work. A month from that, they got engaged. And the man reached out to me. You cursed me. How dare she's with another man? You told me to undo it. So I undid it. So and so he was really upset with me about that thing. But it's just like, you have to be clear or things gotta go. And this is why I do teach, guided butterfly, because you need to understand the differences between a banishment, a road opening, a cleansing, a blockbuster, a repelling, a protection, an absorbent, a purifier. Like, all of these things matter. So, but yeah, but anyway, so she got engaged to one of the co-workers and moved on, and he was very upset. I think he's still probably upset, but not my problem. That was years though. years ago. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Heirs. Heirs, you get the 9 of diamonds. The 9 of diamonds, which tells us you need to be preparing. Not that you are bringing things into fruition, not that things are necessarily moving, but understand that things are about to move. Things are about um, to turn into the things in which you desire, but you must be preparing. When you're looking at what you say you want or what you need or what you're supposed to have, ask yourself, is my physical space conducive to the blessing that I say that's supposed to be here? May that be your husband, your wife, or you have an at-home job and you're looking for business to come through the door. What is it? Is it a child? What is it? So, is your space conducive to what you claim that you are worth and deserving of having? Are the people around you speaking life into what you are desiring of what you are desiring, or are they speaking loss and and question and doubt? Because if so, you got to go. Okay. Is your mouth speaking life? Is your mouth speaking life into what you claim you are worth and deserving of having? Lastly, are your actions aligning to what you want? Queen, I want a house. You want at least a 720 on your credit. That's what you want. Are you doing that work? Queen, I want to get married. But do you actually want to be a wife or a husband? Do you want to be committed? Or do you want the wedding? Because we can celebrate and come up with something. Are you clear on this? Are your actions aligning to what you are claiming? Okay? So there's that. So this is a moment of preparation. And please understand this. Every day should be a step towards where you want to be. I'm not saying you got to take a full step. I'm not saying you got to take 9 steps, but every single day it needs to be a step towards what you are claiming you are worth and deserving of having. We dynamic divine readings, we ça va. I am good. Thank you so very much for asking. And you are so welcome, Brandon. You are so kind. Ensuite, pour pour de l'eau, water, the water signs, l'eau, water, Scorpios, where are you? All right, water signs. We have the 7 of spades. The 7 of spades communicates that you have to physically understand. Pardon, I'm thinking about the 5 of spades, but the 7 of spades, I'm going to recorrect my thoughts. The 7 of spades communicate, get out of your own way. You are tied, you are bound, things are not working, things may not be moving. You need to do a cleansing spiritually. In case it is a spiritual issue, do a spiritual cleansing to remove the spiritual binds that are holding you. On the mundane, it goes back right to the last one. Are your actions getting in the way of your desires? I have often told many people, just because you use logic doesn't mean it's logical. Just because you say it's therapy doesn't mean it's therapeutic. Just because you take action does not mean that you have been proactive or that it is effective. So the questions are you are you in fact getting out of your own way? Maybe the way you are processing things and the way that you're doing things are not working. So you may need to outsource, you may need to rethink, take a step to step back and recalibrate all the different situations before moving forward with the next thing. But something isn't working that you are doing, and it's something that you are doing. This space, and thank you, merci beaucoup, mi ancestor. I literally just telling I think my last reading or the reading before this, I was going to share with you guys. A lot of people go, well, Queen, how are you so successful? How do you have the things that you do? How is it that all the things that you do seems to be so great? It's one simple theme made into two simple things for the most part. The first thing is I'm truthful with myself, which means I'm not going to lie to myself. If I'm not good about doing something, even if I'm not the best at it, I'm not going to do it. I can be good at something and not do it. Being honest with yourself will keep you from bumping your head and getting tied up, etc. On a spiritual front. And in this spiritual space, that is super important to understand. A lot of people struggle with that. You want to be a psychic. You want to be an intuitive. You want to be an empath. You want to be a highway. You want to be a railway. You want to be a trailway. You want to be and you got to be and you have to be all of this stuff. But the reality is you can't. And the reality is you're not, or you can't, meaning you don't have the capacity to. So you're making things harder for yourself. Then the second thing is be truthful with others. Be truthful with others as well. Just be honest, be open. But that space of being truthful with yourself and truthful with others will assist you a lot further. And this is just everybody in general, than to get you to where you want to go. So for example, yes, I would love to open, let's just see. I would love to open a bakery. Not really. But I understand that for social media, I look really cute doing food stuff, but I'm not really a baker. So I really need to bring in bakers. I'm opening my own business. The reality is I'm a good face, but I'm not a good manager. I need somebody to manage. So I have to find that. The reality is I may be a good face, I may not be a good manager, but I also understand that communication is needed. So I have to bring somebody in versus lying to yourself and making things harder. So make sure that you spiritually cleanse and that you mundanely. Merci beaucoup, Jimena. Merci pour the super sticker. Thank you so very much. And so it is that thing of truly understanding, getting out of your own way, mundanely, and then spiritually. Yes, please give the video a thumbs up, leave a sweet kind comment below, and subscribe to this channel if you so desire. D'accord, super, merci beaucoup. Ensuite, nous avons pour le feu, fire signs. Fire signs, where are you? Fire signs, nous avons the Queen of Spades, which communicates that all the injustice, all the disharmony, all the things that are happening in your life at this moment, we have the resources and capacity and ability to turn it around. Mundanely, we need to do the necessary things to turn them around. Spiritually, we have the ability in Ashe to turn it around. Here's the thing though. In order for these things to happen, we have to do them. It has to be by our hands, not by somebody else's. Okay? Gabrielle, Gabe here. Hey, Queen, just letting you know I am getting through these cards in the doctor, and it is real. Yes. So, so it's important for us to know that, and I thank you so very much, Gabriel. It is definitely real. It is. It's there's some headbangers in there without a doubt, and I would just love to know, just like on the doctrine side, how is that sitting with you, as well. But so this is a really important thing for the fire signs to understand, that it doesn't matter that these things can be done. The reality is, what are we going to do? What are we actually going to do? What are we doing? Hello, Brooklyn. So, and I always tell people, break, and this is what I love about the traditional African spiritual diaspora, is because it can be broken down into 4 spaces. Financially, what are we going to do to get the results that we want? If things are imbalanced here, what needs to be done? What do we need to do? Get that done to make that change. In your house, in matters of love, things that are not happening, things that are not progressing, things that are not growing, or whatever, what can we do differently, whether that's increasing or decreasing or something different altogether? What can we do? Hello, Kirsten, to get the result physically with our bodies? What can we do? What can be done? Okay. My postification did not postificate. I tell you, this social media, this media in general, is just so much. So much things are going wrong and on. Some, but physically, what needs to be done physically in order for us to get our bodies back in check? I hear you, ancestors. And then spiritually, what needs to be done? Okay. Well, and it's not even so much just a reset, or you can call it a reset, as it is more of, call it reset. Sure, call it a reset if you want to call it reset. It it is not, it's not resetting things. It is actually doing things. Is not that we don't have the answers. Just going back, like, to my business, this business. Well, Queen, if you want a better outcome, use all of the advancements you have in your dashboard. Why are you not utilizing clicking your orders here and making sure that this is good? Like, why is that not a thing? Yes, people get their items and all of that jazz, but guess how much better things could be if you just did this? It does take a moment to reorganize and get into a new habit, but those things, in fact, should be done and can be done. You know, it's things that are already there. Hello, Emily. Hello. Um, a family member who kept hacking me for money has not contacted me since the banishing. This is someone who called me every day about money and lying to get money. Well, bye. Okay. And earth signs. Where are my earth signs? Earth signs, nous avons, you get the backbone. The backbone is a card that communicates that you need to utilize your internal bravery and courage. This is that will. This is that motivation. This is that drive. This is not the physical work that needs to be done. This is truly the desire. So let me break it down to you. Your blessings can be on the other side of your front door. Physically, you have the ability to do it, but you don't have the motivation to get up and get to the door. So if you don't have the motivation, the drive, that willpower, that blessing going to sit on the other side of the door. You can have the willpower to get up and go to the door, but if you don't have the physical strength, you can't do it. You can have the willpower to go to the door and the physical strength to go to the door and open it. But now, do you have the willpower to accept what's on the other side? I'm going to tell you about something. A lot of you need to understand what love is. A lot of you fail to experience true love parce que tu ne sais pas. You don't know. You don't know. When you are in a space, and I'm gonna let's elevate this beyond love, and let's just say appreciation, having gratitude given. Let me express to you what that looks like, okay? To have someone that loves you but does not have the will, the desire to love you, to appreciate you how you need to be appreciated, communicate to you how you need to be communicated to, understand you how you need to be understood, how you need to be understood, the giving you the time ever. If they don't have that will, you got to begin to ask questions. Do you not value me because you do not see me? Or do you see me and you could care less? Because if it's that, this person doesn't like you, even if they say they love you. And it's super important to understand that. And I was having a conversation with a client of mine earlier that love is not enough. It isn't enough. It's the will, it's the desire, it's that drive. It is that internal thing that makes you. Say, for example, in the space of intimacy, somebody could love you intimately how they need to, but they first have to have the will to make the changes for you. And if they're unwilling to do that, it's one of two things. Either they don't have the capacity, which means you're a good person, you're just not right for me. Or you have the capacity, but you don't have enough value or see enough value in me to do it. Um, Gabriel, on the doctor's side, the imagery is very black and the cards just talk more than any other cards. I feel the high priestess of I feel high priest off the spiritualist card, and that has been using me along with the elders. I love that. I love that. Oh, wonderful, Gabrielle, with the backbone card. You read me down. You read me down and sideways. Said I turned the every way but loose. Come with it. I'm listening. Good. Definitely got to use more yarrow for confidence. Yes. Why? Because these cards give you the solution. They give you the solution. You need a bag to get that confidence, to make that move, that drive to make that move, to take that step, to open your own business, to ask that person out, to ask for the hand in marriage, whatever it is, the situation may be. Take you a bag, add you a little bit of yarrow root, add a de kilimify. Oui, de kilimify. Add you some yarrow root and disappoint and some snake, some backbone. Put it in a bag, carry it on you. It'll give you that drive, that motivation, that push. Okay? Collectively, what do the spirits say? Collectively, the spirits communicates that we need to be preparing to get out of our own way so that we can create the harmony by our own hands, but we must have the desire to do so. So recognize the value and the things you claim you are worth and deserving of and put things into action. Et voilà, voilà. Merci. Thank you so very much for watching today. It's been a pleasure. I'm off to have dinner. I got about 20 to 30 minutes, and then I have a class to teach. You all have a blessed one. I will see you all tonight for the mastery class, and from there, on Thursday for the boot camp. Voilà, voilà. Merci et bonne soirée.